Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a wave pattern short here on gold. 66.4 is going to be the first target. Second target, we're going to stack up here and we're going to put everything on, let's do 64.3. Stack that second one up there as well. There we go. So we're looking at a wave pattern short coming out of this range, but if we look before, right, when we opened up, we had a really nice move up, and they've since been sort of a little bit range bound. We haven't really gotten outside of this area, but we are seeing a more semblance of a downside than there is for an upside. This is looking to be more like a spike and ledge formation, right? If you're familiar with some of the other trades that we've done, a spike and ledge is a break up, it ranges out, and then it breaks down. There's a full tutorial on that if you haven't seen it yet, but that's kind of what we're looking at right now. We've got a spike, we've got a ledge that we're in right now, and we're looking for that breakdown, and we have a wave pattern that's triggering us as an entry to the downside. So everything lining up perfectly for a spike and ledge failure, and we're looking for that to crack back down to our target down at 64.3. So outside of this range here, we had an initial attempt to break down. This is where the sellers are going to take it a second time to try to get lower if they're going to take it. The nice thing about this setup is the stop is nice and small. Our stop is only at 69.6. It's a 10-tick stop, but even our first target, if we look from our entry point to that first target, we're looking at a target of 22 ticks, right? So the first target is way, way above what our stop size is, and the second target's down at 43. So even if we can get the first portion filled, we're looking at 44 ticks, let alone the other two off at 43. It's 130 ticks possible on the trade down, risking 40, right? So it's exactly where we want to be in terms of a trade setup. Now we just have to wait for the market to do its thing. We're waiting for it to fall back down to the lows. A couple things that make this look pretty nice in terms of the sell side rather than looking to buy the lows of the range are the fact that we've got a lot of traps on the highs. The buyers try to push up and then they trapped up through the highs. How do we know they trapped up through the highs? Look at the reaction, right? It smashes down. Anyone who bought that, they got stopped out, and now we go back in the other direction to try to take it a little bit farther. There will be buyers down here at the range lows trying to buy low, sell high, and that's perfectly fine. They made a scalp at least. Looking at the bigger picture, though, we're seeing more bearish pressure than bullish, and that's starting to lead into a spike and ledge formation. So that's the way that we're going to be trading it. We have a bear wave right now looking to the downside. Entries at 68.6. First target is at 66.4. So we'll be back in a little bit. All right, so we're pushing down into that first target here. We're one tick away. We came down to 66.5, targets at 66.4. Just need a little bit more from the sellers here. Once we get that fill at 66.4, then we're going to be looking to move that stop in a little bit tighter. We tested our target, no fill there. So then we'll be looking to move our stop in nice and tight. We'll go to break even, see if they can fill us here. They've tested our target twice now, still no fill. It seems to be kind of the just the day type, right? We're still kind of, feels like we're still shaking off a little bit of the Thanksgiving food. It's just the way that it's sitting. So got one contract, there we go, second contract filled. Stop will go to break even +1 now at 68.5, and now we're just waiting for the rest of the move through those lows. So everything looking really, really good. We're on the right side of it. That reaction gave us a big clue, the fact that they just whipped everyone out. A little bit of a sort of a lower low double bottom kind of setup here. Fake break high, wave pattern short, ride it right back down. Got that first target filled. Two off at 22. We got 44 ticks locked in rather. Looking for another push down to double up down to 43. So we'll give it a little bit more time here. All right, pushing down into our final target here. We've got the stop locked in, tested, filled. There we go. Beautiful move down. All one big shot lower too. And I think that mostly plays the part of the fact that this reaction was such a big clue. They might even be looking for a measured move off of that, right? From the high to the low, drag that down, and guess where we are, right? We're on a measured move right there at 64. So really, really beautiful move down. Wave pattern was a great way to get into it, and using the information that the market was giving us let us know what to expect here, and we were able to ride it down for 130 ticks. Heck of a trade. So 130 ticks, that's $1,300 on the trade. If you have any questions about it, feel free to shoot an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com, and as always, we'll catch you next time.